Talking about one of my pet peeves again. These so-called religious people, the Christians and the Muslims. You know, let me tell you, these pet peeves I got. Okay, I'll start with the Muslims first. And I can't put everybody in the same category. Can't do that. But some Muslims, they get on my nerves. I got pet peeve. Allah is Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allah is great. He is. But there ain't no buts. You don't put a but by greatness. What word can I use? All right, let me just tell you a scenario. When you are in a congregate setting, you have to be in square feet of space with other people who are not like you. I mean, we all are from the human family. And God is one with many names. I didn't say there's many gods. I said one God who has many names. So you can call him Allah, somebody else can call him Jehovah, somebody else can call him Buddha, somebody else can call him higher power, somebody else can call him Most High, Father, God, Lord, Savior, Jesus Christ, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, etc., etc., etc. He has many names. So if you're Muslim and you're in a congregate setting, what you do cannot impact other people. Because if they did it based on the God of their understanding, you might have a problem with that. For instance, I do security in a migrant shelter. Some of the migrants are Muslim. And some of them are respectful that they are in a congregate setting and that God is known by other names besides Allah. So when they go to do their 5 prayers in the shelter, they find a spot in a congregate setting. People might be all around them and see them put their little carpet down and say their prayers, and they quiet when they say it, and they do their prayers and good. Then you got some, and I forgot the name of the prayer, but it's like early in the morning, 4 or 5 in the morning, something like that. And you in a congregate setting, and everybody is asleep, except if it's 75 people in the room, maybe 20 of them are Muslim, maybe 25. The other 50 aren't. They Catholic, Buddha, Jews, whatever they are. They sleeping. Here you come, 4 or 5 in the morning, want to wake everybody up. Allah. And now they got it on their phones where you could answer like it's an alarm on your phone. And so that's meant to wake you up, not the all 75 people. But what's in your mind, I don't care, because my God is Allah, and you need to know that. You need to know my God. With all due respect, they know your God, and you know their God, because he is one with many names. You cannot wake everybody up because you have to pray. Yes, Allah is Akbar. Yes, Allah is Akbar. God is great. But you can't disrupt people's sleep or whatever. They got to go to work or they just have to rest. You can't disrupt that to let everybody know God is great. I mean, I'm not trying to be blasphemous or disrespectful to the Most High Father God. I'm just saying. Because if you let that rock, other people's religious interpretation, persuasion, religious interpretation, religious opinion, religious belief, now they're going to impose that on you, the Muslim, and you're going to be like, hold up, I ain't trying to hear that. Well, it's the same thing applies to you, but you're being rude in prayer. When you got the blast in the middle of the night and other people got to wake up because you want to pray to the God of your understanding. That's rude. Sorry, that's rude. And the Muslims that do that are rude. Do your religion teaches you to be rude, boy? Then don't be rude, boy. That's my pet peeve. That's all I'm saying. What you do can't impact others with all that loudness. Allah is Akbar, He is. I'm just saying. Be respectful to other people who calls God another name or who calls Allah another name. That's all I'm saying. Now, you so-called Christians, I do a share ride to work where the car service had to pick me up and the other person up. It's Sunday. I'm going to work. They going to church. Okay, drop me to work, drop them to church. They had to pick me up 6:45 in the morning and had to pick them up 7 o'clock in the morning. They live about 5-6 blocks away. So when the guy picks me up, I'm downstairs like 6:50. He drives 5-6 blocks. He lets the people know I'm here. The lady says, oh, you here? You're not supposed to get me till 7 o'clock. So I'll be down at 7. I'm like, if you ready, you need to come now. But now I got this, I don't like sitting in nobody's car. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15. I just am sitting in a car in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens. I don't like it. When I'm in the car, it should be moving, and if it has to sit like that, I don't want to be sitting like that. People died, and they thought they were safe in cars. They bum rushed the car, carjacked it, shot through it, and I just don't like. I get anxiety sitting in the car, but okay, it's 10 minutes. I am very, very fatigued, so God be with me. Take a nap. 10 minutes later, the Christian comes in the car after we waited for 10 minutes. The driver got in his car, that's his car, and he got his radio on. I was so tired, I don't know if it was the news, if it was music, but I know his car radio was on, and it wasn't loud, it was low. If he wanted to, he could have did it louder. That's his car, but he had it low enough that you knew it was on. Here, Miss Christian gonna come in somebody's vehicle that's not hers. And she says, can you turn that off because I have to pray? What? Here we go with the rudeness and praying. First, the Muslims want to wake everybody else up to let them know God is great. Okay. We got to wake up out of our tired sleep so you can pray to the God of your understanding. And now the Christian lady gonna come in somebody's car that is not hers. The man had the volume down low, and going to tell him, you have to cut that off because I'm praying. No, that's not what you do. You say, excuse me, is it all right if I would like to pray a few minutes and then you could turn your thing on? But she ordered him to turn it off. I wanted to jump in and say, Mister, no, keep your shit on. We waited 10 minutes for her to come downstairs. She should have said her prayers before the fuck she came downstairs. Fuck out of here. But these Christians and these Muslims are holier than thou. They don't give a fuck about the next person. But this is the ones that want to dictate to everybody else organized religion, and God is this and God is that. And look how rude they are. Rude, fucking rude. I told a Christian friend of mine, well, it took me 37 years to find out he ain't no friend. But I said, friend, I'm signing up for a court job. No, not a court job, but I'm looking for a job back in the courthouse. But adjunct professor. You know, adjunct's part-time word for professor. Part-time teaching position. My friend was calling me. I was ignoring the calls, but okay. I finally picked up your call. And then I said, after 37 years of friendship, you a captain, retired captain, Rikers Island, retired military man. Do you think I can use you as a professional reference? I'm trying to get an adjunct teaching position, Pace University. And this so-called Christian chewed my ass out for 3 reasons, and they all was ill. First of all, if you know me for 37 years, you know I got mommy issues and daddy issues. So he wanted to jump on honor thy father and thy mother, the 10 commandments. I'm aware of the 10 commandments, honor thy father and thy mother. I'm aware of that. But to promote my healing and my well-being, I had to tell people that my parents had hurt me. Hurt me. And whatever steps I had to take to promote my healing and my well-being with my parents hurting me, I took those steps. Now, my father could give a fuck what he did to me, how it hurt me. He could give a fuck. All he knows and all he wants me to know is I'm your father and you gotta respect me. So when he beat the shit out of me when I was 5 years old because I opened the door for a neighbor, the neighbor was 12 years old. I was 5. I heard knock, knock, knock on the door. Who is it? I recognized it was the neighbor, the 12-year-old girl. Did we play together? I don't know if we played together, but she knew me as a 5-year-old neighbor. I knew her as a 12-year-old neighbor. The families looked out for each other. That's why her parents said, go upstairs and ask them for the sugar. And she came upstairs. Knock, knock, knock. I answered the door. Who is it? It's the 12-year-old girl neighbor lived downstairs. I'm 5 years old. I opened the door. Should I have opened the door? If I shouldn't have opened the door, okay, I don't have a problem with that. But my father beat the shit out of me, something fucking terrible. And he was a security guard that around that time. So he beat me with a big, thick security belt. And I got beat butt-ass naked. And the buckle of the belt hit my breast that I didn't have because I was 5 years old. But the buckle scraped skin off my breast. That's still 53 years, scar is still on the breast area to this day. And all I could remember was screaming, like, Mom, can you intervene? Mom, can you save me? Mom, can you help me? I opened the door. I didn't let the killer in. She said, can I get some sugar? Moms want some sugar. And either I didn't know where it was at or I couldn't reach it. She didn't know where it's at. She couldn't reach it. I said, don't worry. Come, my mommy and my daddy, let's go to their room and they'll get the sugar. She said, okay. And she followed me to their bedroom. And I opened the door and both of them was butt-ass naked, fucking the night away. Fucking the night away. You think if I would have known they was doing that, I would have led that girl? If you was making love, okay, you got busted by your neighbor, but it still wasn't a bad act. It was an act God was supposed to approve of. Because if you was married, that would have been a contract between husband or between spouse and God. The expression of love towards each other and towards him. And I would have been a product of that love. So why be embarrassed? Okay, so what? If she ain't never seen ass, tits, and dick before, well, she done seen it. Oh, but they felt like they wasn't doing what they was supposed to do, and what is she gonna do when she go downstairs and tell? Oh, close the door, honey. They got dressed, gave her the sugar. She went downstairs. Now, my father didn't say this, but it's like, oh, you want to embarrass me naked? I'm going to whip your ass naked. He could have beat me with clothes on. I still say to this day I did not deserve that beating. I was 5 fucking years old. I did not know what they was doing. Fucked up part was that was 53 years ago, maybe 23 years ago. I spoke to Mom, I spoke to Dad, not together, separately. They both claim they don't know nothing about that. Because I want to ask my mother why you didn't save me. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about. You don't remember your man beat the shit out of me when I was 5 years old because the neighbor, I let her in and we walked to your room and busted y'all butt naked fucking? No, I don't remember. Both of them act like they don't remember. I think they remember. To my father, Thomas Timmons' credit, he ain't never ever put his hands on me ever again. But the one time he did, fucked me up. Fucked me up. That and 20 other fucked up incidents got me like, you know what? Fuck that nigga. Honor thy father. One of the commandments, I'm waiting for you to die. Am I showing up to your funeral? Am I honoring you? Hell fucking no. That's been that's been in me for the longest. But lately I was like, no, you're going to go to his service. No, you're going to speak. You're going to let everybody know. You're going to say something like this. It's no secret, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you in here know me and my father didn't have the best relationship. But guess what? I am here. Y'all know that honor thy father, honor thy mother, 10 commandments? That's why I'm here. If that wasn't there, I might not be here. And take a look at his production. I am well produced. Contrary to popular belief and opinion, I am well born. As his daughter, I represented him well, even when I felt feelings are not facts. But damn, it came close to it. The truth shall set everybody the fuck free up in this piece. I felt plenty of times, more than thrice, more than once, more than twice, more than thrice, treated like a piece of shit from my father, but I'm here. If I disobeyed that commandment by not honoring him, let that be between me, him, and God. With all due respect, his siblings, his cousins, his other children, whomever has nothing to do with that. Me, him, and God. So that's all I gotta say. I would have said something like that at the service. Homeboy gonna call me 4 or 5 years after he chewed my ass the fuck out. And I'm just supposed to say, oh, hi, how you doing? Everything's good? No, I'm still hurting from when you chewed me out 4 years ago. And before that, and you had Auntie Gussie, my grandmother's sister, your aunt, to call me, your father loves you. Your father loves you. And I'm have to respect the elder. So I speaks to my dad because he cried to her, my kids don't love me. My kids don't speak to me. Give me the phone. I'll call Samantha. Hi, Auntie Gussie. Your father loves you. You know that? Your father loves you. And I cave in because she's the elder. And then he go right back to treating me like a piece of shit. And other things. But 53 years ago, you whipped my ass. And that same 53 years ago, I watched you hang my mother's skinny 80, 90, bucko, 5-pound, slender, slim, shady figure out a 2-story window, head down, topless, ready to throw her down. If you would have threw her down, head first, skull would have hit the pavement. I saw that. I saw her go to the hospital after you whipped her ass, and she came home with looked like 300 rubber bands in her mouth because you broke her jaw. Fuck out my face. Talking about I don't honor my mother. And I'm my father. But this Captain Hutchinson, I asked for the reference. I said, oh, if they call you, I got my name changed, so you're gonna be like, I don't even know who this is. Who's Rashida Alone? I don't know no Rashida Alone. So I'm trying to tell him, if you let me use you for reference, they're not going to ask for Samantha Farmer. They're going to say, how do you know Rashida Alone? And that nigga went in. That so-called Christian went in. 3 fucking things he said, and I had to fuck his ass up. Not with the fist, with the mouth. I slayed that motherfucker. He tried to slay me. First of all, he said, you dishonor your mother and father because the birth name they gave you, you changed it. You should not, you're rude and disrespectful. You violated the 10 commandments, honor thy mother and thy father. When you say that to me, you know what you're exactly saying? That I took Jesus Christ and I put him back up. Who was them dirty motherfuckers? The Jews? I don't know who it was. But they put Jesus up on the cross and put the thorns in his hands, and he was out like this. He was out like that on the cross, and they put them big nails in his hands and feet and bound him to the cross, and he died up there. When you tell me I violated the 10 commandments, you told me, Captain Hutchinson, that I put Jesus back up there on the cross and did what them people did to him, hung him back out there. I killed Jesus. You might as well have said that. I'm damned to the hell fire the way he talked to me. As soon as I said, well, Captain Hutchinson, damn me to the hell fire, that nigga said, click. What? In 37 years, you never clicked me. In 37 years, we never had a hardcore debate, religiously speaking. So the first time we do, I get a click. So he was very rude, but you a follower of Christ. If you a follower of Christ, to the best of your ability, you do what Christ do. Would Christ have hung up the phone on me because I told him I changed my name? It's not the name that my parents gave me. If Jesus wouldn't have did that, wouldn't have hung up on the phone on me, then you shouldn't have hung up on the phone on me. That's number one. Number two. He tells me that, what name did I pick? And I told him I picked the African name. I said it's Swahili. And he said, those Swahilis are not God, or they don't believe in God. Something he said. I said, excuse me? You telling me the whole continent of Africa does not believe in God? What is you saying? He said, what's your name? I said, Rashida Adler Zalika Alone. 2 of the names, Adler and Zalika, are Swahili. The other names, I don't know their origin. I know they're African. I know the first name, Rashida, is popular on the west coast of Africa, and Alone is popular in Kenya. Rashida Adler Zalika Alone. Righteous, justice, well-born, God loves me. I told him, I said, Captain Hutchinson, if somebody says Miss alone, they really saying, Miss, God loves me. And God do love you. That's my name. Oh my God, this nigga lost it when he clicked the phone. Samantha is your name. Those other names are lies. I said, you know where I get the name Samantha from? A white woman character on a sitcom show called Bewitched. She named me after a white woman character sitcom. The character was a witch. Why the fuck do I want that as a name? I said, so if my mother liked the sitcom show Mork and Mindy, would she have named me Mindy and my brother Mork? And we supposed to accept that? He says, you're alluding to the woman's race. And it's not the Chinese God. It's not the Asian God. It's not the Jewish God. It's not the black God. It's just God. I know that. I know that. I didn't say it was many gods. I said many names. One God, many names. And day one, I didn't like Samantha. I didn't like that name. And then as I grew older, many people, different people, I didn't tell them I didn't like it. They came out and told me, oh, that's a nice name. That's a nice name. When most people kept saying it's a nice name, I said, okay, Samantha, relax. People say it's nice. Even you don't like it, but they say it's nice. Then your middle name, Inez, you said, oh, wow, that's my grandmother's name. She named me after my grandmother. Cool. And my grandmother had 30 plus grands, such and such great grands. I got a grandma issue too. It ain't that severe, but she did me dirty once or twice. 3 times, that's another video. But I still love her, but I'm just saying. So based on those 3 or 4 instances that hurt my feelings, Grandma Inez, I removed your name. But my granddaughter, Ramaya Inez Mabel Birch, your name still lives on. My sister, Victoria Inez Hutchinson, your name still lives on. So I don't have to carry it. There's 2 other ladies in the family that's going to carry it. But he had a problem with me letting go of Inez. Inez's name is of Portuguese origin. The Portuguese participated in the African slave trade. So why would I want the name of the participants who enslaved my ancestors? Why would I want that name? Why would I want the name of a sitcom character white woman witch? In Timmins, all women change their name when they get married. But if I wasn't married, why would I want the Timmins name? I looked that nigga up. Yes, I did. He left the shores of England like a lot of his counterparts, came to America, found his way to the state of South Carolina, took up some land, called it Timminsville. His homeboy took up the land next to Timminsville, Cartersville, and they ran slave plantations in Cartersville, in Timminsville, South Carolina. And on my father's side, they was able to go back to the birth of Cartersville, South Carolina, and Timminsville, South Carolina. Why, if I didn't get married, would I want to keep that horrible monster's motherfucking name? When my grandmother, born in Cartersville, her parents, born in Timminsville, her aunts and siblings, and when they got sold, they went to Cartersville, and they mingled with the slaves in Carter. Why would I want to keep the slave masters and the overseers' motherfucking names? Why the fuck would I want to do that? They are monsters. Do you name your children after monsters? Do you name your children after monsters? So fuck that nigga Timmons and his fucking name. The 41 years I had it, I represented it well. That fucking name. And my father, Thomas Timmons, as mean and fucked up of an individual he is, he got a fine daughter. That's what I named my aborted, murdered baby, Wamaka, fine daughter, another African name. That motherfucker said I should have kept Timmons, I should have kept Inez, I should have kept Samantha. And even though I'm still married, I went to the courts and changed my name from Farmer. And I would have kept it if my husband would have treated me right. But fuck that motherfucker. He can have his name, the slave master's name, back. But what triggered me cursing Captain Hutchinson out, he said, you forgot one important fact. Besides you violating the 10 Commandments, dishonoring your parents, besides your name Rasida Atla Zalika alone being a lie, Samantha is the truth. He refused. He ended the conversation and said, and he still called me Samantha when I told him to call me Rasida. The icing on the motherfucking cake that caused me to blow that nigga. Pow! He said, you forgot one important fact. You are not an African. You are an American. You cannot be born in two places. You was born in America, not Africa. There is one God of the human family, which I acknowledged. I said he had many names. I ain't say there was many gods. But when you said I wasn't African, I lost it. I lost it. He ain't my friend any motherfucking more. When I finished with him, I said, why do the fuck, Rasida, do you call motherfuckers your friend because of who you think they are? Captain Hutchinson, you ain't nothing but a motherfucking coon nigga, Millennium House nigga, coon. Put some respect on my motherfucking name, because I put respect on your slave master's name, Hutchinson. You Millennium House nigga, coon. You have no clue who the fuck you are. I know who I am. I know which blood, from whence blood I come from whence veins my blood runs through. I am an enslaved African born in America. K, motherfucking K. I'm an enslaved African born in America. That's who the fuck I am. I'm not American. And I will not die a lie. I will not die a lie. Samantha Inez Timmons Farmer was not the truth. That's a fucking lie. To promote my healing and my well-being, I was born that. I will not die that. I will die not the lie. The truth is, the America that he alludes to, they let me get my name back. Thank you, America courts, for me being born here. Thank you for letting me take my name back. I will die Rasida Atla Zalika alone. My mother died Najma Abdul Malik, even though she was born Barbara Laverne Hutchinson. Did she dishonor the 10 Commandments by changing her name? Her parents was not offended. Oops, one of her parents didn't even honor her. It didn't say, honor thy children and the commandments. It says, honor thy father and thy mother. Andrew Hutchinson didn't give a shit who Barbara Laverne Hutchinson was, who Sandra Lee Hutchinson was, who Inez, my grandmother, was. Because if he did, he would have still been with them. And I would have met Andrew Hutchinson. I'm 58, don't know what the motherfucker looked like, never met him, nothing. I bet he got another family. I bet if he's alive, he's 100. But I bet his obituary said, oh, these is his kids, this is his wife, this is his grandchildren, this is his nieces and nephews. My name don't come up. My mother and her branch of the tree don't come up. My Aunt San and her branch of the tree don't come up. You know how many people's in that branch? Them 2 branches is clocking in 100 with Umi and San's kids, grands, great-grands, and great-great-grands. All lost because this nigga don't want to honor who he is. I honor who I am. I honor who I be. Fuck that nigga. I shouldn't have said fuck Andrew. But at the end of the day, God will deal with the violators of the 10 Commandments. That's between them and him and the violators. Not these so-called Muslims and these so-called Christians holier than thou. Jesus talked about the motherfuckers. They got planks in their eyes, but they think they qualified with them fucking planks to talk about the specks in other people's eyes. I got specks in my shit. They running around with motherfucking planks, popping mad shit like they qualified. You disobeyed the commandments, you're damned to the hellfire. How dare you? Spoke the nails back into Jesus and put him back on the fucking cross. Jesus talked about y'all motherfucking hypocrites. I am not the motherfucking wolf running around wearing the sheep's motherfucking clothes. That be Captain Hutchinson. That be that bitch that was in the ride this morning, gonna order somebody to turn off their own shit so she can fucking pray. Had us waiting all that time. You could have prayed while we was waiting. But if I would have said something, oh, the Christian, oh, listen to the sinner talk to me. Fucking bitch. Use the wolf in sheep's clothes. You want everybody to think you a praying, God-loving person, and you rude to somebody in their own fucking property. Somebody told you this is my name, and you gonna still call them something they are not. What the fuck's wrong with these people? You gonna blast 4 o'clock in the morning and wake everybody up out of a sound sleep because you love your God. I love my God too. Can I get some sleep though? Can I get some sleep? Fucking Christians. The meaning of Christians is the followers of Christ. That's where that comes from. They heard of a Christ. They want to follow everything. They loved everything they heard about him. They want to follow him to the best of their ability. What he do, to the best of their ability, they want to do. So they call themselves Christians. What did the righteous people call themselves before Jesus was born? Because there was hundreds of thousands, maybe millions, that was here before Jesus was here. And they were righteous and they loved God. Well, what do we call them? We didn't call them Christians because Christ wasn't here yet. And Jesus is the only one I know. You can count all of the prophets you want. Jesus is the only one I know that submitted to the will of God. 10,000 trillion% submitted to the will of God. Not his will, but God's will be done. Can't nobody else qualify but him. He submitted trillions% to the will of God. So Jesus is a Muslim. Oh my God, the Christians lose their motherfucking mind. How dare. Jesus was not a Muslim. Jesus was a Christian. Oh, he followed himself? He followed himself. Jesus was Muslim. When you say Muslim and when you say Islam, they are synonymous to the meaning of submitting to the will of God. So if Jesus is the number one on the top of the list, trillion% submits to the will of God, then Jesus is a Muslim. And the followers of Muslims have to submit to the will of God when we don't want to. I don't call myself Muslim anymore. I want what I want when the fuck I want it. I get tight and God gets chewed out, and then I'm apologizing for my blasphemy and God, why this and why that. Always comparing myself to the next person. Why you gifted them that and didn't gift me? Why you gave them that and didn't give that to me? Why you took this from me and you gave that which you took to other people? So I am not Muslim. And I am not Jesus. My name is Rasida, not Jesus. I'm not trying to be Jesus, and I'm not trying to be Muslim. I'm just trying to be Rasida Adler Zalika alone, righteous. I'm trying to be righteous. I'm trying to be about justice, contrary to popular opinion, contrary to popular belief. I was born well, and God loves me. I know who I am, and I know who the fuck I be. And if you so-called Christians got a problem with Jesus being Muslim, that's too bad, Charlie. That's too bad. Hello. That's just too motherfucking bad. Hypocrites. Y'all will be the fuck all right. Jesus was Muslim. And if you want to be a follower of Jesus, then you better start calling yourself Muslims and not Christians. Me, myself, I'm not calling myself neither. I'm neither Muslim nor I'm Christian. I'm Rasida. Put some respect on my motherfucking name, Captain Hutchinson. I puts respect on your slave master motherfucking name if you want to be a motherfucking coon to the slave to the American motherfucking rhythm. You go right the fuck ahead, bitch. That's not me. I'm African. You better ask somebody. Enslaved African, born in America. That's who I am. That's who I be. I'ma die my African name, the name of my beautiful, darling ancestors. Not Portuguese, not European, not white woman witch. They can have that fucking name back. I don't want it. So-called fucking Muslims and so-called fucking Christians. Piece of shit. Yeah, I said it. These is the people who want to dictate to everybody else about God. Rude boy motherfuckers. Fuck out my face. Fuck out my face. Captain Hutchinson got cursed the fuck out. Now, the next time you see me, go ahead and call me Samantha all the fuck you want, bitch. You know that I know who the fuck I am, though. Fuck out of here. And you better do your motherfucking research, because I don't know who, Jehovah Witnesses, Church of Christ, I don't know who the fuck. But you are a lie. You've been deceived. Don't say I'm a motherfucking lie. My name is a lie. I'm a lie. Why you do this to your parents? Fuck out of here. My parents know why I do what I do with my parents. They know. And like I said, me, God, and them gonna handle this. Nobody else. It ain't none of your motherfucking business. And if there's 6 billion motherfuckers on the planet, you think I give a fuck what 6 billion motherfuckers say about me? I give a fuck about what God say about me. God. 6 billion weapons, none of them formed against me shall motherfucking prosper, bitch. Come at me, and y'all motherfuckers is coming at me on the regular. I'm always dodging, ducking, tired, fighting. Guess what? Guess who's still up and running? I'm like fucking Ukraine. For some reason, I'm still standing even though I'm fucking damaged. Fucking play me, bitches. God got me. With all I love, all I care about, all I love and care about, all I hold dear. God got me. When I've been trying to figure it out, God already is working it out in my life. Fuck these motherfuckers. Now, to the hellfire to you, motherfucker. I wasn't trying to wish you there, but you trying to damn me to the hellfire. And all I've been for 37 years was nice to your motherfucking coon ass, motherfucker. And to think, just not 37 years, it was a small season when I was like, wow, if Captain Hutchinson was my man. I don't want no motherfucking coon for a fucking man. I want a man. Fuck out of here. Harriet Tubman, Arminta Ross Tubman, her beautiful self, left to freedom and wasn't satisfied. I love her. She's my hero and my shero. Made it to freedom. She didn't say yes because her heart was still in the South. She left loved ones behind and she went to get them, her parents, her siblings, even the man she motherfucking loved. Whatever his name was, his last name was Ross, or his last name was Tubman, whatever the fuck his last name was. And she goes back, they said 37 times? She took 37 fucking chances. I go to the casino 37 times. I'm always losing. I gambled my life, economically speaking. Thousands of dollars. Lose every time. She gambled her life for her loved ones. For her loved ones. And when she got one of them 37 trips and told her husband, I'm here, let's go. I can get us to freedom. That nigga was already fucking the next one. I'ma stay with Massa. Massa gonna take care of me. She did all of that to get you free, and that's the thanks she get, and you with somebody else? And she said, that's all right, come. You can bring her. When she get to the north, though, she gonna have to find her another man, but no, we gonna stay right here with Massa. Now, we ain't gonna tell we seen you, but you better get the fuck out of here. And he kisses his new woman and slams the door on Harriet Tubman. Broke her heart. And you know what? Okay. She got her parents and other relatives, 37 trips, never lost a motherfucking passenger. And some of her passengers was like, especially the fucking men, gonna tell their wives, look, she gonna get us fucking killed, fuck that, and nope, she done passed out. Yeah, remember y'all, like she had that accident, somebody beat her about the head, and she up 1 minute, the next minute, what do we do? What do we do? And she just wake back up, come on, let's go. And what did black coon motherfucker say to her? Look, you ain't getting me killed and you ain't getting me fucked up, I'm going back. And what did Harriet do? Pulled out her motherfucking rifle. Nigga, you ain't going back. You ain't gotta worry about them catching you. I'ma shoot you the fuck right here. Right the fuck now. Didn't I tell you who was the lieutenant of this motherfucking operation? You do what I say. If you want what I got, you do what the fuck I do. Ain't no turning back. They beat you, next thing you know, you blow the whole operation. No, you got to go. I will blast your motherfucking ass right the fuck here. That's what Harriet did. And his wife, leave her. Don't say nothing. We halfway here anyway, just don't say nothing. And here come the crying, whining baby. Oh my God, you know baby's gonna get your ass busted. What did the nurse, the anesthesiologist, Harriet Araminta Ross Tubman, beautiful! What did she do? Put some opium in that baby's milk and said, drink this. The beautiful nurse anesthesiologist knew just enough to knock that baby the fuck out without killing the baby, so the baby's whining don't alert the slave catchers. That baby was in a coma. And she got the baby free. And the coon punk ass husband free. And the wife free. And y'all free and got the next generation and the next generation and the next generation. And you didn't teach your children that they are enslaved Africans born in America? They gonna sit there and tell me I'm a motherfucking lie? I am not African, I am American. You didn't tell your child this? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I would have been down with Harriet Araminta Ross Tubman if I was back there. I would have been like, oh, you retired? I'm gonna pick up your slack. Fuck out of here. You show me. You the teacher, I'm the student. These fucking coon motherfuckers out here. And to y'all women that, oh, I snatched your man from you. And you think you in the kudos department. I'm no longer fighting for no black man. I am who I am. I be who I be. My beauty inside, I'm not that bad looking outside. But if who I am as an essence is not for you, then it's not for you. As much as it hurts, and white supremacy laughs every time both participants break down the black family, they laugh at you stupid motherfuckers. Have I fucked with married men? Yes. Today I don't break up homes. I know you married. I know you fucking with other people. I'm not fucking with you. Not doing it. And there's actually men I could fuck with, even though I know they're in other relationship, because the other relationships that he is in, it's like a co-wife relationship. None of us are harboring ill will towards each other or feeling like we snatched from the other. When it's our time, he gives us what we need. I know who that man is today. He is not my man. And my husband is damn lucky he's not. Because he does the work of the nation, and when he's exploring and doing the work of the nation, and when he comes to get his head consoled, and when he comes to give me my relief, my love, and my care, he sustains me to go back in the nation and do the work of African liberation. So, that be my man whenever God see fit. He knows I'm working and he's working and they are working, and nobody hates each other. But the way it's going now is out of jealousy, envy, toxicity, and dysfunction. And just like God don't like sin, I don't like toxicity, dysfunction. I gotta watch envy and I gotta watch jealousy. Whew. Said a lot in an hour and 7 minutes. I'm just teed the fuck off with motherfuckers. Those wolves in sheep's clothes. Fuck them bitches. I guess I'll end there. If y'all don't know by now, y'all know who my name is. Didn't DMX have a song, What's My Name? Well, that's my name. Put some respect on it. Have a nice day. Lord Jesus.